I'll change the font later. Net interest. This is net non-operating interest income. Depreciation. You can find depreciation under statement of cash flow. Right here, depreciation and amortization. Copy. And I'm gonna do it just for Netflix. And you're probably thinking, why would Netflix have this much depreciation and amortization? Turns out most of it is coming from amortization, and that's amortization of the intangible assets. These are essentially things like copyrights. And remember, they create a lot of their content, and that content is attached to value, and that value is cost of producing that content. And when you have intangible assets, you can't do depreciation, you do amortization. I think it's over 30 years, but I'm not sure. And I'm going to also look at the deferred income tax. No, I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to look at stock-based compensation. Because depending upon how firms use stock options, that makes a difference. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. I don't know what other non-cash items are. That's again accruals, but since I want to do it, I have time to do it for Disney as well. So EBITDA, earnings, plus taxes, plus this is net interest income, so that's actually going to be minus, plus depreciation, plus stock-based compensation. Let me make all of these hence average EBITDA over average E. Let me put it here. Okay, 477. This is for EV versus EBITDA. Netflix. Let me copy that for Disney. Let's quickly do that for Disney. Come on. Financials, quarterly income statements, net income, come on, taxes, not much. Net non-operating interest income. Let's go to cash flow. I don't know why they have it only for 3 years. For the hell of it, I'm gonna do this. With the understanding that, for example, normally I would take out this asset impairment charge as well. For now, I'm not gonna touch it. Earnings losses from equity something. I'm just putting him there without worrying about it too much. Okay. So these guys have a bit over earnings ratio of 10. Again, I didn't think too much about what each of those numbers mean. For now, I'm just doing it mechanically. Well, once I have that number, for example, for Netflix, if I wanted to calculate EV over EBITDA, think of this formula. EV over E times E over EBITDA, right? Or EV over E divided by EBITDA over E. So once you have a predicted ratio for EBITDA over earnings, all you have to do is divide it by that. And I'm just gonna do it for, let's put it here. No, let's do it here. EBITDA over E. I'm gonna do that as a input. On Netflix for now, I'm gonna use this number. And let's do this. I already know that's 5-year forwards, EV over E divided by that. So let me copy these for Disney. All I have to do is change that input. Now, looking at this, again, don't take those ratio of EBITDA over E too seriously yet, because we really need to analyze those numbers. But for now, mechanically, Disney has a EV over EBITDA of 196, and what you want to call Netflix as 399. Okay? If you take that seriously, again, Disney is much cheaper. There's a lot of the earnings coming from a lot of the low earnings of Disney right now is because of non-cash issues. Again, mechanically. Normally, we would analyze and figure out what's the proper EBITDA number for each year. For now, just leave it like that. We'll kind of start expanding on these next week, right? And I would recommend for your group to spend some time so that you already have this sheet for you guys anyway. I'm gonna post this version immediately. Kind of see where your two companies are. Start thinking about more details. Download financial statements. Make sure don't use Yahoo financial statements. I showed you how to get it from SEC, which we're gonna do more of that next week, because I don't trust the Yahoo numbers necessarily. Plus, if it's SEC, I can go back to a lot of details. All right? I'll see you guys Monday.